don't think shit stink, pink gators. My Detroit players, Tim's for my hooligans in Brooklyn. Dead right, if they head right, Biggie there, and I. Papa been school since days.
You heard that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Locker Room Banter.
Well, the ladies are always welcome.
Oh, you already know it. Happy birthday to the one and only Biggie who just played. You know what I'm talking about? We had to give him a shout on the quick intro song, but first off, let's give our shouts out. How about that? I'll start. You got your boy Anwar. I'll go ahead and tell you where you can find me on Instagram and on Facebook. Instagram first is ANWAR_357. That's ANWAR, the letter W _357. And for y'all old asses still on Facebook, it's just Anwar Williams. Watts, talk to him.
Old ass like yourself, nigga.
That part. I am old. Shit.
Anyways, man, this is your boy Watts, man. Coming to you live and direct here in the studio, here in ATL, Georgia. And yeah, man, you can hit me up on Instagram and Twitter at Watts4. That's WATTS4. Drizzy Mo, holla at him.
Yeah, it's your boy Dre, a.k.a. Drizzy, Dre, K.A. Summertime. Down here in Tally Ho, you notice when everybody get their six-pack, they go to the track, work out, keep it tight, all that good shit.
Too late.
So you can holler at your boy on Instagram, just_Dre_LRB, and I think that's my Twitter name too. So yeah, I'm starting to get a little active. Fuck with me.
Hey, there it is. Well, shit, we ain't really caught up with them in a while as far as what we've been on. So talk to them, Dre, since you're already on. Let them know what you've been talking about, what you've been on. You say you've been working out?
Yeah, I've been working out. You know what I'm saying? Back at 200 pounds. You know, I've been struggling to get my 200 pounds back for the past month and a half.
So you came down or up?
Say what now?
You came down or up to get to 200?
Yeah, I was at 190, and I don't like being under 200.
Oh, that part,
What I'm
okay.
saying? Just in case I got to drop a nigga on his head. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga.
Can't drop me on my head.
Not at 200.
But no, I'm back at 200, you know, so it's going to fluctuate, but I get it right.
That's what's up.
Other than that, yeah, nothing.
Well, to point out what you said, if you at the track, you know, trying to get right now, it's too late. Sorry.
Yeah.
Try again next year.
You say it's too late. You be working on that 2019 body at this point, huh?
2019.
Yeah, at this age, it's that much harder to get it tight, man. You have to go dumb hard and invest a lot. And the name of the game is eat right, pretty much.
I mean, I don't know, though. They all college students, so.
Yeah, I feel you. DC's true. Well, shit. What about you, Watts? What's new?
I mean, ain't nothing new with me. Same old shit. Work. No Rihanna.
Okay.
Shit, I wish I had Rihanna.
Preach.
Nah, man. Just at the job, you know, handling my business, man, making sure that all the finances is situated out here, taking life day by day, man.
Okay.
That's about it, though. What you got going, bro?
Yeah, man. I guess I hate the bandwagon, but yeah, same here, man. Life is actually a little tough on these streets, you know, but the job game's still there. I still got a job. My family's healthy. I'm healthy. So really, I can't ask for too much more. I'm still trying to work out. Word on the street is I done lost too much weight, so that means I got to get back in the lab and cook up something real quick. So for my listeners, specifically Corey, hey, I need that shipment of Roy's in ASAP like Rocky, because your boy Under Armour is getting real loose on them, and I don't like it. So I'm going to need my shipment in.
Yeah, that sucks.
I got to get that summer body ready right now. I got that. Top. Yeah, I know. Someone said I'm baby boying in these streets, and that means Snoop Dogg with the tank top scene.
This nigga.
Can't be back to that small. I ain't been that small in a while, so.
You did have me looking like Thanos on the last video recording. Nigga. I was like, God damn,
I was looking small. I was small, man. And if the video shows me looking small, and you know they say the video adds 10, that means, hey, man, I must be falling off. But I'll go ahead and tell you what's been going on. The reason why your boy done got kind of slim is because I've been training different people, and I've been training them to lose weight. And my focus of training is I don't just tell you to do it and walk away. I do it with you. So when I'm training them, I'm going hard with the cardio with them. So that's really like doubling, tripling up my cardio. So I'm just shedding away some of the stuff that I probably need to get off me, but I'm also losing some of the mass that I didn't want to lose, you know?
Well, I mean, hey, that's good. That's what the good trainer's supposed to do, man. You got to motivate your client at any means necessary. So, I mean, hey, keep that up, bro. Keep that up.
Yeah, I'm working. I just got to, make
sure. Fat people.
You know, hey,
mostly.
I just got to make sure.
Training fat people got to make them tight. They got to lose in order to tighten up. So,
yeah. We all got goals. You know, some got summer bodies, some got weddings. You know, whatever they're going for. We all have our goals, but most of our goals is to trim down somewhere. So even us, when we say we want to keep a certain weight, I'm sure we still want to trim down in certain areas. You know, so that's all. I'll get it back. The way I want to. But in the meantime, I'm not tripping too hard because it's not a bad look. It's just a little smaller than I've been in a while.
Right.
Watch your mouth. Understand me?
A skinny look.
Watch yourself, self. But that's it, guys. That's what's been up with the locker room, man. We just living life. We're human before anything. So, Again, this is what we rapping about in the banter. But topics, what's popping in these streets right now? I mean, we need to get right to it. Dre, you been, air to the streets. Tell us what's new, man. And don't say nothing about that royal wedding.
Hey, bro, you gotta actually stop hating on that royal wedding.
Don't say nothing about that royal wedding, because I'm about tired of that damn royal wedding and Idris' fiance in that Gucci damn outfit.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I kind of want to talk about the royal wedding.
We will. That was a segue into it.
I want to talk about that.
We will, but I'm gonna let Dre jump in and tell us what's popping in these streets on his end.
Okay, so Offset got into an accident, but he's okay. He's home.
Okay.
Let me see. Segue. Cardi B. Have you seen Cardi B's video? Be
I was
careful.
just supposed to look at it. Just dropped today, right? Yesterday.
Yeah,
that
that shit is actually hard. You got a wedding, and as soon as the wedding's over, you got a funeral.
Oh wow!
I'm like, whoa, that's the catch.
Well,
here.
damn! Spoiler alert.
I know, right?
We'll appreciate the heads up.
There it is.
Let's see what else is going on. We got Tierra Marie. What do y'all think about Tierra?
We talked about Tierra Marie, didn't we?
What's up with her? I don't think I remember.
Well, she got caught. She was giving head, and now she's suing 50 Cent and her ex-boyfriend.
She was giving who head?
Oh, y'all ain't seen it? I thought we talked about that.
No, we didn't actually. No.
Her ex-boyfriend at the time was severed. I guess. I mean, they were in a relationship, but apparently somebody hacked his account, and she was giving a saliva. She did a way better job than Black China. I know that much. But
anybody could do a better job than Black China.
But yeah, she got painted. She got a face painted.
Oh, money shot shotty.
Yeah, and they had a picture of it and everything. Let me show you the picture right quick. And so, in retaliation, she's out here suing 50 Cent, who basically just reposted what was on her page, and now she's trying to get money of it and all this stuff.
Oh man, Tierra.
But the crazy thing about it is that she's still trying to get with the dude. So the dude's like, "How you gonna sue the same nigga that you trying to get with?"
Wow, yeah.
And all that shit. The shit's kind of funny, dog. But hey,
I heard she was fucking somebody's car up.
Oh, I ain't hear about all that.
Wow,
I ain't hear about all that.
Well,
so maybe that goes into her trying to give it a dude, and he like, "Nah, I'm good."
That's
what?
Paint. That's face paint.
Right money shot shouting. Caught her real good too.
Hey, bud.
Yeah, that's
shout out to Tierra Marie though, man. She a team player for that footage though.
Hey, you're right. It's team player.
Yeah,
she's babysitting them kids. Definitely
moves like that.
Hey, yeah, man.
I ain't gonna lie. She made a little face at the end, like. I was like, whoa, come on.
Oh, this video today?
She gotta use 2 hands, bro. She gotta use 2 hands, bro. Hey.
Oh, that's her. I seen that. Okay, my bad. Yeah. I didn't know that was her. Hell no. She was going to town now. She was a little pro with it.
She did
Black China, if you're listening, I know you're not, but if you're listening, take notes, please.
But of course, as always,
there's
chicks out there that say that no, she wasn't doing that she don't know what she doing and shit.
Oh, that they did hate too?
Yeah, they hate too.
Come on, man. Everybody can't be a grapefruiter. That girl did what she's supposed to do with that.
Knowing good and damn well.
I would take that top.
Trash as hell.
Yeah. Come on now.
Straight up. I want to say it looked like that was a means to an end, so it was an objective there, and she was just trying to get the job done. Hurry up and get the pain out.
Yeah, it does seem like they've been fucking for a while, and she was like, "Let me just hurry up and get this shit over with." You know what I mean? But hey,
honestly,
she did her part though.
While we're on the subject, that's how I like my head. There's a job there. You're not there just to be cute and look at me and smile and all that shit.
That is real.
Get that shit out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Real. When you going down there and you trying to suck a nigga off, you trying to handle some business. Well, then handle
exactly. You know what I'm saying? And then babysitting them kids like she did. They sat right there on the couch, aka her damn lip.
Yeah, man, gotta handle that shit. Hey, she handled it. Hey, so she did what she did. Something she right. So hey, can't head on for that. Though.
Yeah. So big ups.
True. Yeah.
What else you got, Dre?
Anything else you got?
So we got the film coming out for the cop that was trying to investigate Biggie's murder. Johnny Depp will be playing what's it called? It's called City of Lies.
Bro.
And that shit gotta be good.
What Johnny Depp don't play, bro?
You said Johnny Depp? Oh, that's what you said?
Yeah, Johnny Depp.
Oh wow. Okay.
Well, I mean, finally getting serious, which is I appreciate that.
Bro, look. This is the thing. Like, this is like I don't know if y'all realize this, but this nigga be playing serious shit on the side.
Yeah.
He just don't talk about it, so it's not like heavily promoted. Like
some of his first movies were way more serious.
No, I'm talking about like recently. Like he'll do cameo appearances in movies, and niggas don't even know it's him.
You're right.
Until the end of the movie.
You're right.
I fucking watched.
That's the same thing I'm thinking about.
What you talking about?
I don't remember. I know I seen it, and me and Monique looked at each other and was like, "Was that Johnny Depp?" It's like, yeah, that was him, but he was like almost on some extra shit more than he was an actual.
I promise
character.
God, I promise.
Some more cop shit. I don't know what it was.
It was a cop shit.
It wasn't Den of Thieves. It was something. It could have been.
It was that movie, The Fantastic Beast of Wonderful Whatever. He was just like a randomly popped up at the end of the movie. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But bro, Johnny, hey man, that nigga play everything, bro. That nigga's super talented.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay.
Super talented.
So that's a hell of a story because the guy who was actually investigating it, I think he got, I don't want to say he got fired, but he stopped working for the LAPD, and then he went to a meeting where he was supposed to be discussing the investigation of Tupac and Biggie, and the nigga ended up going to the hospital and died that same day.
Of course he did.
So, what you think happened?
Yeah, the obvious.
What's the obvious?
That's typical.
That's crazy.
Police been hiding that thing up. They know who killed that man. Come on, man. I really think they do. But hey.
And the funny thing, I was looking at they say Orlando. Damn, I ain't supposed to be dropping no names. Even though he passed away, there was a guy who supposedly killed Tupac.
Orlando Bloom.
And
nah.
Yeah.
Wait, Bloom? No, man. You told him, yeah.
Nah, I know you talking about the Crip dude. The Crip dude, Orlando something. Yeah, that name's been out there.
Yeah, he
already.
been out there. They got a video of him and shit.
The nigga looked like he could have played Tupac in a movie.
That nigga died too, though.
Yeah, he got murked too. Yeah, they got his ass.
So I mean, but I know that was out there already though.
Wow.
So
well,
I mean, it's just zooming through some current events. So far, I think that's. Oh, Beyonce bought a church.
Oh yeah, that was big. And she brought the church today, right?
Wow. Bought a church just because?
She bought a church. I'm not sure what the purpose or reason behind it was. I mean, but she bought a church. I guess to try to social support behind it.
Okay. It's a black church?
Dre.
Is it a black church? It's gonna be.
It's gonna be.
I mean, it was in New Orleans. Which means absolutely nothing. But yeah.
Is she gonna keep it, or is she gonna turn it into a sorority house for her new sorority?
I don't know. Maybe she teach them how to pray and how to stop being hoes out shit. You know how to get a man and marry his ass.
Wow. And how to let him cheat in peace. Not just playing.
No, you just.
I'm just.
Did she do everything right though? Think about it. She got a man. She got married. She was pretty young, and this nigga's the baller.
I mean, she just did. If you ask me, damn, the beehive had to get me for this.
Get them, buzz them up.
Well, maybe that'll get us some pub.
I mean, what she did was she played her role. Jay-Z did everything right. Jay-Z, the one that was the one that was prowling and creeping on her when she was young, got her before she could really get out here in the industry. And hey, I'm about to go ahead and just wrap this up.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then just basically put, hey, whenever somebody try to approach her, nah. Bro.
Yeah, nah.
You seen all the pictures? You see all the pictures like when niggas be like, nah. Whenever the nigga try to hug her, he be like, nah, bro, that's me.
That's me.
So he locked that down super early before the all blew up, and then just helped steer her in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, but I mean, she played her role. She knew what she was getting into too, but she played her role.
You know how ladies are.
She played, but you know they do have that saying that without a strong man, that a woman is the one who makes the plan or something like that.
Oh, I didn't hear that one.
How they always be saying.
They remix some shit.
Yeah, how they always just say, a man could be strong, but a woman is always gonna make him greater because they. Have
that shit.
All that shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually, agree.
I mean, I agree to an extent.
Yeah,
but hey.
yeah. But it depends on they're probably talking about it in a funny way, not necessarily being serious. But I do agree with the thought behind every man.
Okay,
go ahead.
Two more things. Tekashi 6ix9ine, hard to avoid him in the news. Him and Casanova, they ended their beef.
They were in the club. They were in the club popping bottles. Casanova, not Casanova, but Tekashi 6ix9ine. Everybody want to beat his ass. So they was in the club popping bottles, and now they were supposed to be fighting because Casanova is one of them niggas that you don't play with, and he was coming at Tekashi 6ix9ine neck. And over this weekend, they were in the club, and then I think Tekashi 6ix9ine made a tweet saying that he still got his neck or something like that, and then added Casanova like jokingly about it and all that stuff, because everybody thought it was gonna be a real problem if they ever saw each other.
Oh,
yeah, man.
Not just playing.
Yeah, we know you ain't got shit.
Yeah, actually, making their way back. They got a new host.
Who?
Wayno. I don't know much about Wayno.
Who we talking about?
Everyday Struggle, the Joe Budden podcast.
Oh, okay. Without him.
That Joe Budden show. Who was it? Five Fingers, whatever, was hosting. Who was the host after Joe Budden left?
Star.
Yeah, Star. Yeah, crazy ass Star. He got on there and then he couldn't get along with what's the name
He
either.
was too much.
So is the show the same since he left? I mean,
I haven't even looked at it, to be honest.
just
Hell
think-
no.
I
I
don't
saw
think I would
one
even-
been
episode.
trash.
I saw one episode with Star, and I don't like Star anyway, and that was it. for
Okay,
me.
so you would only watch it now just to see what it became after he left, not necessarily because you
much.
really like the show that much.
Pretty much, but I mean, hey, however though, you got to make sure we give some acknowledgement to this too. Trey, I'm surprised you ain't said it yet. Joe
Oh
Budden,
yeah, I was ready.
Joe Budden inked a deal with Revolt TV
Oh
for
wow,
his own TV show. I think it's called something for the culture, or something like
Lunch
that.
Club? No, that's playing. No, Breakfast Club or the Lunch Club?
Yeah.
Crickets.
I know,
Crickets.
Shut up. The fans are laughing.
Nah, but
The
yeah, it's
fans
some-
are cracking up. Baby.
it's a some TV show about for the culture or whatever, and I think that's what I mean. Joe Budden is gonna be doing Joe Budden, just talking about shit, how it affects hip hop. I mean, as much
I'd watch it.
as people don't like Joe Budden, he does give some great insight when it comes to hip hop.
You gotta remember who he is. I
to the
mean,
culture.
new generation think of Joe Budden as just this troublemaking, a podcaster, but they
Humble up.
forget Joe was, what I'm saying, he was the deal.
Yeah, I got a question though, as far as who has Revolt TV.
As in, what do you mean? Who?
Do you own Revolt TV? You don't own cable. Dre, do you?
I actually
own
do got cable now.
But do you have Revolt TV?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Okay. How many times have you
Oh,
watched
who
it?
got
Never.
it?
I've never watched it
Who
yet.
watched it? That's my only question about it. I mean,
I didn't know I had it until I was just scrolling. I was like, hold on, Revolt got a channel,
I ain't
and,
gonna lie.
and it's Breakfast Club all over there, and you
the
can just watch what you
thing,
want.
Same thing happened to me one day, and
Yeah.
I watched it maybe for like 2 days. And
What
forgot
else
all
is on
about
there?
it. Forgot all about
Yeah, I mean-
it.
Drink Champs on there. They're working with some shit. The
Okay.
I mean, they
conference
got-
is coming up.
They have a whole freaking catalog of shit, but I mean, I don't think I haven't heard nobody say, "Yeah, we watching Revolt
Me
tonight."
neither. I mean, I had the app at one point on my phone, and then I just, did it. That was like
Damn, I
3
didn't
years
even know
ago.
they had an app.
Mhm.
I didn't even know they had an app. You got anything else? I kind of got one thing, kind of big. Barack Obama.
Last but not least,
Go
I
ahead.
would like to say the oldest man in America is a black man in Texas,
Okay.
and his name is Richard Overton. That's just a special
Hey, Overton
locker
from
room
Living
talent.
Single?
or Professor Obleby. Let me stop.
Word, yeah. Nah,
Um,
Richard Overton, 112 years old, and he
Damn.
be smoking cigars like a motherfucker.
They weed.
well, it's some big news that happened today, I guess, today or yesterday. Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, they inked a big Netflix deal.
Okay.
After the red carpet, at the Golden Globes,
Mm-hmm.
and basically this is a big deal where they could come up with a multi-year deal agreement where they could basically come up with scripted series, unscripted series, docu-series, documentaries, and features. So it's basically whatever they want to do over the next couple deals. I don't know how many it is, how long
Okay.
it is. It says a multi-year deal.
Well, if it's Netflix, it'll
They can
be
do whatever.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
I mean, yeah, I definitely watch it. I was
Hell
scrolling
yeah.
on Netflix today, not today, but this weekend as I finally went home to go. I haven't been home since November, so I finally went home and I was scrolling through Netflix when I was chilling with moms and pops. Bro, Netflix is overwhelming me, dog.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it a lot? Yeah.
I'm like, God damn, it's so much shit.
It's
in
so
here.
much, but it's like, you know what? And it's crazy because I mean, I hate to take it this way, but now you see why Netflix is Netflix and chill. You be sitting there like, what the hell to watch? What
For
the hell to
real.
watch? You
Take
know what,
30
girl?
For
Take at
something.
least 30 minutes
You
just
know,
to try to find something.
Then you
dog.
just look at her and be like, you know what? Fuck this Netflix. Let's go at it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many options and so nothing to watch all at the same time.
Hey, but
Just put on something boring.
I just put on comedy, usually one of them like
yeah, I always
stand
put
up
up some
things
damn
and,
comedy shit.
and let it rock.
Most of the time though, like I probably started putting Netflix on like when I want to just go to sleep or some shit. Like so, I just put some shit on.
Hell
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really
yeah,
care
yeah.
about. But yeah, man.
I'm gonna ask, name the most random thing that you bumped into on Netflix.
I be watching a lot of the London shit.
London shit?
Like it'd be a lot of them London movies on there. I'd be like, what is this random shit on here? Let me see what the fuck this is, dog.
What about
Yeah, I
what
like
about you, Dre?
independent joints. I like independent hood movies.
Oh, them things. Okay. I think the most random thing I bumped into was either one the drinking coffee and driving cars thing with Jerry
Oh, yeah, that shit funny, though.
Seinfeld.
That
Yeah,
shit
funny.
and the
Seinfeld,
comedian.
yeah.
Yeah, that or the most exotic like homes, like the houses that in different countries, the architectures like built based off of this big old, emotional reasons. It's just be crazy. Or you build a house out of a 757, or you build a house underground, but it doesn't get rained on, or some shit. It's just weird shit like that across the
Yeah.
world. But that's
I
probably
could tell you some better random shit I bumped into.
what's that?
Soft porn.
Whoa.
You talking about what's the name of that damn show? The Nympho shit? No, that ain't it. Is that it? Nymphomania or
Oh,
something
no.
like that. They do be having some soft porn on that shit.
Shit, several of them.
I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna front.
Define soft porn.
When I sit there when I you know when I'm going through one of them nights, you know I might have porn on the laptop over here. I might go through. Let me go find something that got some titties in it, dog. So I scroll through that bitch.
No virus on your phone.
What the hell is soft porn?
Soft porn is porn where basically they don't show the vagina, where they don't show the dick and penis going in it.
Titties and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like they'll show the titties and shit, but they won't show like the actual penetration.
So like Monster Ball scene is like soft porn. The Halle Berry and what's the name?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's soft porn. That's soft porn, bro.
Okay, gotcha.
That's soft porn. I ain't gonna lie. Dre, you hit one on there. I'll be looking for like, what can I watch some titties tonight? Let me go get some lotion right quick.
My thing is, how do you do? Is there a field to search for it, or you just
I don't know
you
if
just
it's a
know
field.
what movies
I
you
don't know
look
what
for?
field. I'd be like, honestly, my go-to is when I look for like the little dumbass comedies. When I look like for them dumbass comedies, I be like, oh, this one gonna look like they're gonna show some titties on that shit.
Y'all
To
stupid.
be honest, actually, it's one that I haven't looked at yet. It's called The Weekend. It's about these dudes from London. I told them to be London.
London
These
shit,
dudes
this
from
nigga
London
on.
who won a whole bunch of money, who found
Yeah.
out like a whole bunch of money, and they just went to go splurge it for the weekend. I haven't watced it yet,
But it
looked
sounds like it's gonna be some
it
titties
looked
in
like
there.
it's gonna be some titties,
Come
dog.
on, man. We're looking for Wolf of Wall Street type shit. Man. That's what we want.
Yeah, Wolf of Wall Street, you know, got them bent
Oh,
over in the
yes.
office.
And
Bang,
throwing the
bang,
midget,
bang.
yep. I told y'all, locker room banter fans, this is what we talk about in the
Man,
locker room.
look, hey, look, I'm just saying, dog.
Yeah.
No pussies got grabbed or vaginas, okay? We just talk about soft porn. That's it. That's funny. Well, that's probably the most crazy thing I bumped into.
That's funny, dog. That's funny, but
Soft porn. Y'all stupid.
y'all feel like y'all want to share any thoughts about this about Spotify and pulling these artists, pulling your boy, your twin brother R. Kelly, off of playlists off of Spotify and Apple Music?
Because of bad media, probably?
No, not because of bad music, because of allegations. Basically.
No, bad media. I said, so in other words, the shit going on with him is making them pull his stuff.
That too, because they also did. What's the nigga name? It's testosterone.
Whoever that is.
The one nigga that I told you that actually be jamming. It's testosterone because he had some bad media about beating a chick like that or something
Damn.
like that. And the girl came out and said it was playing, but whatever. But yeah, they pulling music. They pulling people music without them being convicted of a crime or anything like that.
That's pretty whack. I mean, obviously it's pretty because there's so many fans that are so sensitive now, and they'll just say stuff like, "I'm not supporting that if you play this." Like, for example, when the Chris Brown thing was hot, I listened to the radio a lot, and anytime 103 was playing Chris Brown, I would literally hear the calls be like, "I'll stop listening to you if you play one more Chris Brown song." It's like, damn, like y'all that sensitive about? I mean, no offense, now it's a sensitive subject, but you're gonna stop listening to a station because they're playing the music. So I guess this is the same thing. You don't like what that man is doing or that woman is doing on their, in their personal life, so you feel like you won't support nothing that supports them.
But them same people that's sitting here that's criticizing people now are the same ones that's out here supporting Chris Brown.
Yeah. Yeah.
When his shit was convicted, he was convicted.
Yeah, he was convicted, and he he did what he did. These people haven't been convicted. That's the point I guess you're getting at.
Was Chris Brown convicted? I don't think he was convicted, but I know
Well,
he was in rehab, and we know there's proof of it and all that stuff. But
He's been locked up several times, so he's like validated his bad boy attitude. But I did want to say something about Spotify, a little bit of my Chihuahua Wall Street shit. Okay. They went public recently. So, when you go public, people could buy stocks, and when people buy stock, they can kind of, get ownership so they can make some decisions.
Sure.
So, maybe some new people higher ups is like, yeah, we don't want this bad look on the name of Spotify anymore. So that's a possible
That makes a lot of sense that
down.
you said that. I mean, people wouldn't think that deep into it, but you're right. When you do go public, you give ownership and you give like feedback rights, all kind of stuff to the consumers of the company. So yeah, their say matters. What they say does matter.
So True trying to sound like he know.
I do know.
So you saying that basically because of the fact that they went public, that people may stop buying stock, and that's the reason why they pulled it back. Like, hey, let's try to do something that could help us increase our stock.
Yeah,
chances.
because the people that listen are shareholders. Yeah,
That's good.
which means it's not just an opinion anymore. Now we're talking business.
Yeah.
Right. And it can affect how people support Spotify or not. If they doing good, they see something happen. They do a lot of that data analysis stuff. And if they don't want what happened to Facebook, to happen to them, they probably try to just weed out all the bullshit that might influence people.
Let's get on Facebook for a second, because I think you said you wanted to talk about Facebook a little bit, right? Didn't you say you wanted to talk about that?
Yeah, I did. The funny thing is, like, they're not experiencing any pain from it. But I guess I'll just go ahead with the backstory. So, Cambridge Analytica is a data analysis program that was pretty much they knew too much about you, and they were able to manipulate your private information. That's why sometimes you'll go on Facebook and you'll be like, I'm feeling a little uncomfortable, as if they know my life or something like that.
I know what you
But
mean.
if you think about on Facebook, but if you think about it, it's a lot of questions that they ask you and been asking you for years. Shit, niggas been on Facebook since at least 2004.
Yep.
As far as I'm concerned. So you know what I mean? They got you figured out. So sometimes they'll send you an ad that they know you're gonna buy. You know what I'm saying? That you kind of weak to. And I think they went too far. The way they got investigated was they had some ties into the election. So in other words, the corruption of Russia's corruption on the elections may have something to do with Cambridge Analytica. And that's when they like, okay, now we got to shut y'all down. So that's when they gave Facebook a black eye, because Facebook, that's one of the little ways they kind of come up real quick, because all of these ads, the ads get action because they know exactly who to send them to. So fuck Facebook up, send their stocks down, and that's why your boy had to go talk to Congress and be like, hey, I don't know what the fuck going on.
As he always says.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
That's that though.
I kind of wanted to ask y'all a question.
What you got?
How y'all feel about? I don't know, Dre. You might not have known, but I kind of told you. I think you kind of brought this up too, about Nick Cannon dating these two twins.
The two twins.
Getting his face tattooed on.
First, I thought it was a joke at first, but obviously it's not a joke.
Yeah, like the twins have a face of Nick Cannon tattooed on them, and they're both, they're dating him. They both are dating him.
I think, honestly, to be honest, I think it's player as shit, and he's my new role model. And he's my new role model. Case closed. D-Ray, step your game up. Two girlfriends don't mean shit. You got two twins with tattoos.
About D-Ray. D-Ray been living with them two twins.
Yeah, no, two girls. They need twins.
That's crazy.
Step your game up, D-Ray. Get them some tattoos, and then we can,
right, where your tattoos at?
Yep.
That's crazy.
That's funny.
That's crazy.
I guess you could ask a question. Would you ever want that life? I mean,
yeah.
You said yeah. That was easy. That was easy. I didn't even finish the question. Yeah, shit, yeah.
No time wasted.
Yeah. Watts.
I mean, I don't know if I could deal with the headache, dog. To be honest, if I had the money enough, I guess.
We spoke about that, yeah.
I guess if I had the money, bro, because it's hard enough dealing with one shit.
Realistically, it's no, but you hit it on
one
the head.
One got to be the calm one, and the other one got to.
Yeah, dog. Yeah. As long as y'all give me my space, if y'all give me my space and let me just chill, hey, it's all good, man. It's all good. Keeping it with faces and tattoos. Apparently, Janae Aiko and Big Sean has officially broken up. And
damn, dog.
It might be real this time, though, because the tattoo's covered up, yo. Yeah. I'm looking at this picture right now, and they showing the tattoo covered up. So
wow.
It actually might be real this time.
Well, it's crazy because I seen pictures of him, and his beard ain't connecting that much no more. So I'm thinking he stopped. He stopped eating groceries. He fell back on the groceries, and she was like, "Nah, I said it clear as day."
I didn't know that nigga had a beard.
I forgot a full beard. Yeah.
Maybe I don't be paying attention to shit. And keeping up with the breakup.
I'm scared to talk about that, man. That's my team. That's my squad.
Nah, but Sean's still one of the greats.
One of the greats, keeping it keeping it with the breakup news, man. Apparently, Amon Shumpert and Tiana Taylor are officially broken up.
Damn, bro. All these people getting babies and then breaking
bro,
up.
It's the summertime, bro. It's starting season, dog.
Right.
It's starting season,
right.
nigga. What you mean,
God,
man?
Should we be surprised at all this?
Yeah.
What else you got, Drake?
You know what, Watts?
What's up?
I'm gonna say this. I saw a picture of Tiana Taylor when she was younger.
I told you, right? You right. And you agree with me, don't you? You
What,
agree with
like
me,
a
don't
dude?
you? Bro, the bit fine as the body is fine as hell, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But she looked like a pit bull in the face, bro. I'm
Bro,
sorry,
she
dog.
like that now.
I'm sorry, no, but back then though, like it was real bad.
She was
dog.
young.
At least she looked more like a chick.
Your
Now.
ass.
Like
Hell
nigga
to
looked like
no.
a straight thug out that bit, bro. Like, hey man, did y'all see that movie Roxanne on Netflix? That
I
everybody
heard
was talking
about it. Nah, I kept hearing it was good as shit, though.
Man, that shit trash.
Well, maybe it was only the chicks that was saying it was good. Saying
I mean,
that,
the only reason they said that it was good because it was a chick rapping, killing people rapping.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
But the shit just, it had a high, and it just dropped and never came back up. Like, it was just ended just trash, dog. That shit had me mad because everybody was hyping the hell out of it, dog. And me and my girl was watching this, was like, this is it?
Monique was acting
This
like it
is
was
it?
the hottest thing since fucking NWA or some shit.
Man, that shit trash. The chick was rapping on it, don't get me wrong. She was spitting some bars.
Yeah.
And they give you some history about how Nas started rapping because she actually was one of the reasons why Nas started rapping.
Okay.
But
Oh, that's
I feel like I've
important.
heard that, though, honestly.
but outside
In
of that,
Nas'
man,
story, yeah.
outside of that, dog, yeah, because Nas rapped about it on his records. But outside of that,
Yeah.
dog, bro, that shit
And
was
he brought
garbage.
her up in that Chillmatic thing that's on Netflix, speaking of.
Mhm.
The Chillmatic what's it called? Documentary thing, whatever it's called. Yeah, it was cool. And he brought her name up, but I didn't know anything about it except the name.
Yeah.
But they go to show that some people that got, bigger impacts on superstars' careers.
Yeah, man. I mean, hey,
We're-
everybody got some motivation that started them up and that helped them start up. That was just happened to be Nas's.
Yep.
Real quick, man. Real quick. I think it's important to go back to Janae and Big Sean real quick. Should we be worried about Big Sean? Him and his
Musically?
well-being. Did you see the
Are you
last
talking about-
video
are
Janae
you-
put out?
Oh, I didn't see the video. You talking about the sativa video?
No, the one where she was like, "You shouldn't have called me," or "Don't call me." When she had all the squad, the whole neighborhood with her, blued out.
What? No, nah, man. I don't think that's gonna be the problem. Because I know you said thinking about Janae being gang affiliated and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, who was that video about? Who was that song about? Was it about her ex-husband, or was she giving us a
She's
heads
an
up?
artistic chick, dog. So I think it was just just more so of a concept of anything. I don't think it has anything to do with anything. She seems like she's a pretty peaceful, but she like artistic to different type of different things. But she seems like she's a pretty peaceful type of person, and I don't think I just know one thing. I know her next album gonna be fire, nigga. Because when she break up with shit, I need her to get back to that. I need her to get back to that sell out and that soul out video type of vibe. Because that's the type of Janae I fuck with.
Yeah.
But Big Sean, he gonna come out with some hot albums too. He probably gonna be emotional on this album instead of spitting. But hey,
2088. That's their name. That's their
yeah, they
song.
rap. They look group. That's what you mean, right?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
That's
So
what
it's
it was.
2088 officially broken up.
Yeah, it's
Copy
definitely
that.
officially broken up, man. Definitely
You better
officially broken
watch
up. Hold on, I had something I wanted to say right quick, but Anwar, you got anything?
News-wise?
You have anything to contribute to the conversation?
No. Because it sounds like we're on the music tip, and I was going to segue
talking
that
about everything.
into... Y'all are on the music. Everything seems to be
It
about
just
music.
moved.
We just talking about everything. Drake was talking about everything.
Well, you said you wanted to talk
I
about...
went to Roxanne, but anyways, man.
You
What
said you
got?
wanted to talk about the royal wedding.
Okay, we'll talk about that. Well, I'm just kind of throwing out topics right
yeah,
now, man.
I mean, shit, we can talk about it. Okay, question first. Did you guys see it?
No.
I didn't want
Me
to see
neither.
it.
It was forced
I
on you
didn't
in a
want to
sense.
see it, but I saw it, and
Did
I
you?
ain't gonna lie, dog. The shit. Hey, man.
Shit
I'm
make
not-
you want to get rich? I don't
You said
know.
what?
Make you want to get rich or something? I don't know.
Nah,
That's
it don't
what
make
you
me want to get. I mean, I always want to get rich, but but nah, man, I didn't really wasn't that big and that excited or into it or whatever. I mean, I started seeing the pictures and all that stuff, and then I started seeing like little videos of the pastor, and then I saw the choir, and then I just started looking at pictures of Meghan Markle. That bitch fine, bro. I didn't realize she was that damn fine, dog.
Oh, too much.
The bride.
Yeah.
I
She
didn't
very
realize she was
nice,
that
yeah.
damn fine, bro. That bitch is fine.
Nala.
See why he threw the
She's a
cuffs on
duchess.
it.
She's a duchess.
A
Let's get it
duchess.
straight. She's a duchess, not a princess.
Not a princess, because he's like the fifth damn in line.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he ain't going to never
Oh,
be king.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, he might.
Some designated survivor shit got to pop off for that nigga
But
to be king.
she's gorgeous, man. She is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
And then I started watching the wedding. Just started watching the wedding because me and my mom had got home from my cousin's graduation.
Mm-hmm.
Sat down and I was about to say, let me watch this wedding. I just saw me I could take a nap too.
So I guess the question I really want to know is like, why would like the fellas watch it? Well, I asked people at work why they watched it. Because everyone makes the joke, myself included. Only royal wedding I'm worried about is the one in Zamunda
Coming to America.
for coming to America. That's the only wedding that we care about because this is the first one where there's a
Yeah, it's history.
Yeah.
It's history. So that's the reason why people
where-
watched it.
where
I mean,
somewhat melanin is entering the the castle or whatever.
She
the
know
hell
this
they
shit's black, bro. This
Her
shit's
mama
black.
is, but is she?
Yeah, she's black, man. Her
Okay.
mama black nigga. She made sure a priority that it was a black pastor there.
I hear
she
that.
had a black choir there.
Good
she
shit.
had a black celloist, and that nigga. Hey, shout out to this little 19-year-old cellist, bro, because that nigga killed that shit.
Yeah.
And she's definitely black. Do we wish there could have been more some black people there? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it was Oprah,
it was still
all that
turn
stuff,
out.
but it was me.
But I guess back to the question, what do you watch it for? Is it just for
It's
that?
just history. It's history.
Okay.
It's somebody that went through. She's a divorcee who, and she's a divorcee and an American who's getting married into the English world family, being a family, royal family, and all that stuff. But it's history. I mean, I honestly, the only reason I watched it, and it was nice. I ain't gonna lie, it was a beautiful wedding.
I heard.
You watched it.
I did hear that.
I ain't gonna lie though. You know, the pastor that everybody's like, yeah, he out there preaching. He did preach,
But
that nigga preached for 30 damn minutes. And I dozed out, woke back up. Damn, this nigga still going.
well, you did say he was a black preacher, didn't you?
This nigga still going, but hey, he
Enough
did his
said.
thing though.
Now,
and-
did they take offering?
Huh? Did they take off at the church? I mean, the church said it was kind of weird. I kind of have some questions about. The church
I guess I
setup.
have to watch snippets. All I seen was pictures, memes, and a couple short videos of it. It was just
I mean, to be honest with you, I ain't gonna sit here and say it was something worth to watch. I mean, all you need to watch is the pictures of her wedding, the clips, and all that stuff. It ain't something worth to watch. It was just something I just was
so
bored.
Instagram. Go ahead and look out for me because that's where I'm going.
Yeah, it was just something.
My
I was
mom
bored.
actually gave me a little context. I had totally forgotten their relationship to Princess Diana. I remember when Princess Diana died in the car crash and how much of a big deal that was, and the fact that that's her son. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that is her son. Oh, I guess that is a reason to care, because I really don't give a damn about that stuff. But
Yeah.
that made me, give somewhat of a damn.
Yeah,
That's
and
it.
yeah, I mean, it was dope. She was gorgeous. They had a good turnout and all that stuff. And Prince Harry seemed like he's a dope dude, and they seemed like they really were into each other. I thought that was kind of dope.
Can't lie, he seemed cool as shit. I seen him
Seemed like he
dancing with
listened to rap.
the African
Yeah,
girls.
he
was
definitely.
vibing.
This ain't his first black chick, dog.
Not
This
at
not his
all.
first black chick.
Not at all.
This not his first black
That's
chick.
damn near Lil Dicky over there.
For real.
He looked like
Yeah,
him
little
too.
Dicky.
But yeah, man. I was just some random shit I was just looking at, man.
Yeah.
That goddamn tiara that she had on was expensive as fuck, bro. But anyway, that's some other news.
All right, what you got?
Starbucks next week.
Oh yeah,
Watch.
Starbucks. Well, yeah, watch. You don't only want to drink that shit anyway.
Actually, I don't. Actually,
You
I
said,
do. I
well,
do.
you go
I
there.
do. I go
You-
there to study.
You
I
only
don't-
one that
Study.
supports.
I drink. I don't drink coffee. I go down and get me a lemonade when I'm there.
A $10 lemonade. Okay.
Nah, the bitches be $7. Less than that.
That's $10, man. What you mean?
Plus
McDonald's
taxes,
lemonade is
$10.
$1.
Hey, that shit be refreshing like a motherfucker.
So
too,
do
though.
McDonald's, $4.
Any thoughts about T.I. getting arrested for not being able to get into his community? You heard about that,
I didn't.
Dre?
These police gotta stop, man.
It ain't the police.
These police
It
gotta
wasn't the
stop.
police. Go ahead and tell the story in the background.
Yeah, what happened?
Okay, so T.I. pulled up. He forgot his key.
to his
He
own.
forgot his
was
gate
first.
card to his community. His gate card to his community.
Now we know T.I. We know the history of T.I. and his attitude. Imagine T.I. pulling up to a security guard box and the nigga sleep.
Is that what happened?
You ain't telling the story, bro. You ain't telling the story.
Yeah, I
Man.
don't know what happened.
You ain't telling the story. So what happened was T.I. was out. He came up late night. He forgot his key card. As he went up to the gate guest security officer, whatever, to try to get access. The security officer was asleep. He woke up or whatever, and said I think they said it took a while for him to wake up, but he woke up, and then
Hey, wake your ass up.
and then he didn't recognize who T.I. was. He didn't know who T.I. was. He didn't, because he was new. He didn't know he was a resident in the neighborhood. So T.I. had to call Tiny. Tiny had to call up, like, yeah, he's good to come in, this, and that. T.I. went home, came back, was like, nigga, you don't know who the fuck I am.
So some extra shit he was
You got to
on.
hit that T.I. voice.
No, I didn't know all that.
Hell
Came back
no.
and like, nigga, you don't know who the fuck I am. And you know, the audacity of you with the comprehension
This
of the
nigga here. Hell to
with
the-
some big words, I'm sure, and probably threatening the nigga and all that stuff.
Oh.
And then the police came,
that.
and then he didn't feel comfortable, called the police up, and the police came and arrested T.I. for, I don't know what the
Using
charges was.
Too many big words in one
Probably.
sentence.
Probably, but yeah, man, that's how the story, and that's how he got arrested and all that stuff.
You sure that's how it happened, though, or that just to make T.I. look
That's
bad?
how it happened.
Or was that just to make
I
T.I. look
mean,
bad?
Come on, like you just said, literally just said, we know how T.I.
Yeah.
attitude is.
Yeah.
Does that not sound plausible?
That sound like the old tip. Hey, fuck, nigga, you don't know.
So I mean,
Ain't
I
no
don't know what
side.
happened. I wasn't there, so hey, they say it's 3 sides to every story.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is, man.
Did you hear him talking to the cop at the jail? The cop did say you shouldn't have came back, and I was like, what did he mean by that? So that's the missing link
Yeah,
right
there
there.
you go. So hey, there you go. Do we care about Trump? Not Trump, but Meek Mill canceling his visitation to go visit Trump because he was gonna go visit Trump. He had an opportunity to go to the White House to discuss prison reform with Donald Trump, and Jay-Z talked to him, was like, "Nah, bro, don't do that."
I think that's a power move. Now, question was, I'm sure Meek was smart enough that he had somebody with him that was going to go, right? He wasn't.
No, it was gonna be him. But it was. I think the context behind it was that it was supposed to be like a panel, so it was gonna be a group of people, not just Meek Mill.
Because I know he's part of that. Right now he's working on getting reform and working on getting a couple laws passed for these these over long prison sentences. I'm saying this shit all fucked up. But yeah, so I mean, I get it. I think it's a power move for him to have pulled out of there because, not without proper, like, I guess, representation. Like when you asked Tip was on the Breakfast Club, and they asked him, would you ever go speak to Trump? Since Tip is so-called the quote-unquote voice of the people, he was like, not without someone like Farrakhan with me or someone that speaks that language, because you're not just going to, paint this as a picture op, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, we going to have someone that can talk it. I mean, I have my shit to say, but I need someone that speaks his language, you know what I'm saying? And that makes so much sense. And I think that might have been what Jay probably told me, like, hey, fall back, you know what I'm saying? Don't get sucked into that. Don't Steve Harvey the thing now.
Right,
So,
that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, so I hope that's what happened.
I mean, that's a good look on Jay-Z part, stepping in,
Yeah.
make sure you know. I guess that was a conversation that he was saying, make sure you watch your brand and don't hurt your brand by doing this.
Yeah,
I guess
agreed.
that's a conversation.
Especially now.
Like Ye.
Yeah,
Murked his damn brand.
Well, Ye
just by wearing a fucking hat.
Ye continue to murk his brand, bro.
Yeah.
Ye just don't know how to shut up, bro.
Yeah, I guess relevance is more important than his brand right now.
Yeah, Ye just don't know how to shut up.
Did y'all hear the interview this morning on the Breakfast Club with what's the guy? Amir Mebler or some shit like that. He do the beat on MSNBC. They incorporate hip hop into the news, so they cover stories and I guess they try to swag it out, which is sound cool. So what he was saying that really stood out to me is everybody knows who Trump is, but Ye is approaching it like he's trying to show us Donald Trump the sneaker.
Like the brand.
And the brand, right. So he's trying to do something that's going to help a brand and shit like that, which I never really thought of it like that. So Donald Trump the sneaker coming from Kanye West, that makes a lot more sense because it's almost like, no, just don't do that. Just leave it alone. But he keep trying to push it. Just like, no, fuck it. So interesting perspective.
I agree. And I think that's just a way to, secure his, how serious he really thinks he is about this presidency thing, the 2020. The Ye for 2020, 2024, right? 2024 now. So I really think that's Ye's biggest, agenda here is getting the Trump side. I guess that's the best way I could put it. To take him a little more serious about, hey, I really will run for president if you will let me. So of course, with doing that, you would have to agree. You know damn well we ain't about to vote for you for president. But you talking that shit. So I guess you're hoping you get the Trump vote to push you like they did him. Because he's an idiot. We know 45's an idiot, and Ye's like, shit, I'm probably smarter than him. He might be richer than me, but I'm probably smarter than him.
Oh.
I don't know.
Ooh,
I think we spend too much time on 45. I don't like talking about this guy.
Okay.
You got to talk about something. You ain't talking about nothing else.
Bring up something. Okay, I got a question.
Y'all some assholes.
So,
what you got?
We would probably say, okay, I wouldn't want to vote for Ye because this, that, and the third. But also, we know that he takes all kind of pills for his mental issues. Does Trump take medication for mental issues?
Trump take cocaine, bro.
They question Trump's health stamina and all that shit, and he's supposed to be healthy for his age. But shit, he's fucking 70-some years old. He takes pills.
Bro, you hit it. You said it earlier today. Wolf of Wall Street. That nigga's from that Wolf of Wall Street era.
Yeah, with that
nigga.
cocaine is his drug.
Yeah, bro, that nigga taking drugs every day, all day, bro. I guarantee it.
Yep.
I guarantee
just the right dose to keep functioning.
So has every president done that?
Nah, I ain't gonna say his every president.
I don't think 44 did it. I think weed, but I don't think 44 did
If
all
44
that extra
did,
shit.
if 44 did it, you know that shit would have came out by
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
So,
They was looking for it for years. Trump included was digging to find some dirt on this nigga. All he could find
let's skip
was
44. Let's skip Obama.
Well, we don't
What
care about
the
the
rest
old
of the
ones.
presidents?
I mean,
I
I
would
think Bill. I think Bill made a partook in a little bit. Let's
think-
see. I mean,
He
I don't
damn
know that.
sure smoke weed.
Yeah, we know that. I mean, I don't know, but I just know. I don't know. I don't really care.
I know that.
Okay.
I don't really care. I do want to say happy 52nd birthday to and she's still fine as fuck, Janet Jackson, man.
Wow,
She's
5'2".
still fine as fuck,
Shit.
bro.
Mm-hmm.
Where's she been at? She still with that billionaire?
Nah, she got she fulfilled her contract, got her money,
Oh
and
yeah,
got up out
she
of there.
did. She did. She
Like
did.
2 days after.
Yep,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
minutes after the shit was
Got
done.
up out of there.
Got that pre.
Jail time.
Woo. I did.
up outta
I
there,
remember that. It's
boy.
just we haven't heard about that in a while.
Yeah, man. What else y'all got, man? Y'all got.
I'm literally scrolling looking for shit right now. So
That's what I'm doing. Anwar's over here and just.
Cause I'm ready to get to the sports, dog. We can talk about some sports.
Nigga, we only 10 minutes in the podcast.
I bet you look at it, it's gonna say an hour and 10 minutes probably.
we only 10 minutes in the podcast.
Nah, but I hear you.
Hold on. It was something I just saw that I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, I did want to say shout out to what's name. You know, Will Smith has been on Instagram popping lately, man.
Hell
Shout out to Jada Pinkett Smith for joining Instagram because she been doing the same thing, man. Out here giving these motivation behind your crazy stuff going on around here and handling your life. And she actually had an interview on Facebook, which is kind of interesting. I didn't really watch it, but it was kind of interesting. Well, basically, she had met up with Will Smith's ex-wife and basically just had a conversation, her first conversation ever having with her since she took her man. Basically explaining like I was young, you know, I was dumb, I apologize, and they was on some real cool homegirl shit where she apologized to her about taking a man and expressed to her where she was in the wrong and all that stuff. Gotcha. But I guess that's a big thing to do when you know that nigga ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, nowhere at all.
Well, you know that nigga ain't going nowhere. Whatever little open, freaky little relationship they got going on, because I know y'all heard the stories about him.
yeah, I think I'm gonna look that up because I want to know who the lady was and was Will Smith balling like that before Jada Pinkett.
Oh yeah, this was like right after Bad Boy and all that stuff came out. So this was like when he was at the peak of his career, bro. Like it's prime time.
Damn, yeah, that is bad.
Don't put no dirt on my dog. You know they'll find a way.
Hey, but they've been circling videos of like Jada Pinkett being with everybody, Tupac, Eazy-E. Like she,
Oh, that
like
ain't nice.
Will Smith.
We heard about
like,
the Tupac, but I mean they keep clearing that up that they were just best friends and all that shit.
Hey,
So-called clearing
But
it
yeah,
up.
you know.
For some reason, Jada Pinkett was on all these niggas early, super early.
Damn. And it's funny that you say that because as you talk about Jada, it's talking about her right now. I guess on some fucking interview.
Hair loss.
Yeah, talking about her losing all her damn hair and shit. Like pulling it out in the shower, like by the handfuls. That's some old. You remember that movie, The Craft? That's what I think about anytime I hear someone losing a lot of hair at once. Some witchcraft
That's
shit.
crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, so it's time for you to give some contribution to the show, Anwar.
Okay, as I've been doing.
New
As
music.
I've been doing.
I'm waiting for you to go.
Oh, we're going. Dre, you said you wanted to
You want
introduce
to do
some
new
new
music first?
Yeah,
All right,
I
let's
mean,
go through
we always
the
go
new
into music first. Go ahead. What you got, Dre?
You want me to start? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know I don't listen to new music.
So I see an interview about this nigga Kyle. I'm thinking he's somebody special. Then I hear Lil Yachty on like the second song, and I'm like, man, that's Yachty's best friends. This nigga ain't nobody special.
Young Kyle.
So, yeah, Kyle. Not to. I mean, at least for our generation, maybe for the young cats. But he got some music. Lil Baby got some music. Pause.
Lil Baby been getting a lot of promotion out here, man. Explain who Lil Baby is if you know it. I don't really know. Do you know who he is?
Lil Baby, he's a young rapper. I know nothing about him. Drake
He's a
got
young rapper
songs.
he's a young rapper out of ATL. I guess he might be signed to QC like all these niggas is. And
Yeah.
Drake been pushing him out lately. So yeah, man. Shout out to Lil Baby who dropped this little joint.
Okay, Lil Baby. Let me see.
Anybody
as far
listen
as
to
on
it?
the rap end. Oh,
I tried.
Playboy Cardi dropped some.
I
That was
tried to
hard.
listen to Lil Baby, but I
Yeah.
couldn't even get past
Me
like
too.
a couple songs.
Well, I know y'all be shocked to hear this. I've heard the album like 3 times already in the last 2 days.
You have been. That's why you've been.
That's why I
coming
keep
back
saying
on.
wham. Yeah, actually, it got me through my workouts.
I mean, it's
Some
workout
of it
music.
at the end was kind of slow, but it was getting me through the workouts. I'm like, you know what? Let me just give it a listen. He ain't talking about shit. I mean, but it got me through my workouts.
Oh, the nigga Kyle. I just looked it up. Okay, yeah. I heard a couple songs when I was riding back. The jit was kind of straight.
Not bad.
He
It's not
straight.
bad. But I was like, why the fuck he sounds so weird?
That's the same thing I said. That's the same thing I was saying.
That's Yachty homeboy. So he gets a pass. He gets a pass. He's worth a listen. I need to know who Nav is.
Nav is
I don't
dope.
know about that name.
Nav is dope. Dons and Metro Boomin had an album that came out last year that I was listening to. But it's good music. I ain't gonna sit here and say I heard this new album, Reckless, that just dropped, but it's good music. He normally makes good music, so I definitely would give that a spin sometime.
Okay. Kevin Gates dropped a 3-piece. I like it. It's good.
I got two. That's the only song you want to hear. Nah, I fuck with Kevin Gates though. Go ahead.
Yeah. Playboy Cardi actually got a single with Nicki Minaj, which is hard. Playboy Cardi's music is fun. That's the one who did Magnolia and Pull Up with Steve.
Now, I felt like Anwar when I listened to this Playboy Cardi album because you put it in the group. You put it in the group that this Playboy Cardi album go kind of hard, but I couldn't get into it. I felt like Anwar. I was like, nigga, what? Because it all like it doesn't have that high quality of production behind it.
It sounds the same, yeah.
And it all sounds the same. It all sounds like that Soldier Boy, fucking loop. What is it? Loop? What loop? Whatever. Loopy loop. Whatever. Production shit that he was doing, bro. It all sounded the same. I couldn't get into that shit at all.
Wow.
I had to turn that bitch off.
Okay, so yeah, that is that, and some singing going on out here. Watch, BJ the Chicago kid.
BJ, hold on. Before you go, yeah, BJ be riding, but before you get on that, we can't forget Nick Grant, who dropped his album, Dreaming Out Loud.
On
Nick Grant, bro, you gotta listen to him because he's that conscious rapper who's actually has a dope flow. So you definitely want to make sure you listen to him, dog.
I'll check him just for that singing right there.
Yeah, you definitely got to make sure you check him out. And fuck.
Okay.
This fucking album that all these motherfucking hoes keep playing, I can't even fucking think about it right now because it's not showing up on my feed. Oh, City Girls, period. 2 Miami chicks.
Wow.
And you already know what it is. A lot of
just like dancing kind of shit?
not dancing, but City Girls. It's all 2 Miami chicks getting together, rapping, talking about fucking these niggas, fuck these hoes, I'll take your man and all that shit. On some old Trina shit. But all the chicks talking about it, man. All the chicks talking about it, man. So I just want to go ahead and give it a shout out because they be like, between City Girls album and between Nights for What, it's going to be a hard time for niggas this summer. So
I did hear that.
So yeah, man, I wanted to just give them a quick little shout out, man, for the chicks. I mean, y'all go ahead and listen to that if y'all want to.
All right.
Okay. Any R&B we want to throw out there?
My R&B just be everywhere, dog. So let me see if I have any new R&B like per se.
Plus 2. You listen to R&B.
Yeah, when it's
you listen to the old R&B though.
Nah, well, you're right. I mean, that really is it. I mean, I'm giving a couple new folks a shot. Khalid, if he consider R&B, Jacquez.
I told you, Khalid. I told you was gonna like that
got
nigga.
some joints out.
I told you was
yeah,
gonna
Khalid
like
dope.
Khalid, bro.
Yeah, that nigga little nigga.
I told you was gonna like that nigga.
I rock with him.
Yeah, like I said, Jacquez, however you say his name, he dope.
Jacquez, whatever y'all know how you say. Because there's another nigga named Jacquez.
I fuck with Jacquez.
Yeah, because he actually sounds like a perfect transition of what we liked in No Homo, but the sexual, like Pretty Ricky type music into now. You know what I'm saying? He's a perfect transition into the shit we loved back then and, just talking about the shit now.
Before I go to the R&B, I do want to say a quick, Ace Hood dropped his album, Trust the Process 2, Undefeated.
Okay.
Wale dropped his Self-Promotion, which is basically an EP. And Ty Dolla Sign dropped 3 songs for his Beach House 3 Deluxe album.
I'm about to look because you got the 3 albums.
And T Grizzly.
That's a good ass album.
That shit fire as fuck.
Fire. And T Grizzly dropped his album as well, man. I fuck with T Grizzly, man. So I definitely wanted to make sure I pop that out there. So let me go ahead and get over here.
T Grizzly kind of fucked up, man.
You said this because of what? Because I know you said the media said something about him, right?
He fucked up because he went to Chicago, and you know how gang affiliated Chicago is, and he jumped on a team of some guys he was rapping with and was saying fuck the other guys that got killed, and they don't play that shit in Chicago, and I think that took a lot of his fan base away, so people look at him sideways because he was disrespecting the dead, and really ain't had no reason, nothing to do with it. He was just kind of like bandwagoning. And just want to say his mom is in prison down here. I think I heard him say.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't really got no albums per se, but I'll give a quick shout out on the R&B front. Starting off with, we kind of talked about this before the podcast. My boo, Alina Barres, The Color of You, her albums go super hard. That's Bay right now. Tink, she had an album, Pain and Pleasure. I think I may have talked about it already. Tony Braxton got Sets and Cigarettes out there. Ro James have an EP called called Smoke.
Damn, Ro James.
Yeah, you talked about him too, right? And
That's
then,
yeah.
Ro James is hard though, ain't he?
yeah, Ro James go hard. And then we got another Bay. It's Record Bay. LMI, whatever you say her name, LMI. She goes hard as well. So if you guys are looking for some R&B shit, go ahead and check them out, man. Yeah, that's all I got for the
real
R&B.
quick, Cali Uchis.
Oh, Cali
Her joint is
Uchis.
called Isolation.
Okay,
That's
put me
pretty
on
hard.
there, nigga. Put me on.
Yeah, that's kind of old too.
All right, that's cool. Hey,
28.
we just talking about it right
Yeah.
now,
And
man.
then my new boo, she's old, and I'm looking for something new from her. But Alex Isley, oh, she sounds so beautiful, man. That's it. Okay,
All right, man.
I'm back.
I hear you.
From
I hear
Locker
you.
Room
Nah,
Banter.
what's up, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
You got any hip hop history moments or nah?
Biggie, I don't want to draw it out, man.
Well, you ain't
Biggie's
got it.
birthday.
Biggie's birthday.
Biggie's birthday out here in
Happy
these streets,
birthday
happy
to
birthday
one of the
to
goats.
Biggie, man. All right, man. So
It's a
let's go
real
ahead and
nigga
get
birthday.
let's go ahead and get to sports. So Anwar can give some contribution to the podcast.
I've been contributing, okay,
Word.
folk. Yes. So I guess shit.
Listen to
All
Lil
we
Baby.
really need to talk about is NBA, unless you got some other shit
It's all
going.
about the NBA right now. It's
That
the
really
NBA.
is.
Actually, hold on. Damn, I did have some shit to say about hockey.
Oh, I do need to know that.
I did need to say some shit about hockey.
What you got?
Las Vegas team. Damn, I forgot what it was. But they're the first expansion team to be this far in the playoffs that's going on right now. And they very first year in the league, and it's gonna be kind of fucked up if they the first year in the league with a whole bunch of throwaway players go and win the Stanley Cup. So just keep a mind out and keep a lookout for that because that's kind of gonna be interesting.
Okay.
And I might bring it up a little bit more detail once I find out the full
Yeah,
details
yeah,
behind it.
We're going to
Anyway.
need you to because we ain't going to know shit about it. I'll tell you that.
We know Anwar doesn't. Nah, you wouldn't know nothing about the sports front this time. Anwar know a little bit about the sports.
Just a little bit, just enough to talk about it. Shit.
All right,
anyway.
well, then go ahead, talk about
Well,
it.
sure, we can talk about it. Let's so right now, everyone that's watching right now knows the only thing on TV sports related worth watching is basketball, and we are in the conference final section of the NBA. So, as we know, we got the Rockets playing the Warriors. We're 3 games in, right? They just played a third game last night.
Got the ass blowed
They got
out.
their ass spanked. When they 40 41 points, Golden State beat Houston by. What was crazy is as the game started, they kept talking about is Curry on some type of funk? Is he in the funk? And then Curry decided, you know what, shut y'all ass up,
Yeah, because I think
and
that,
started working their ass in the second or third quarter, something like that.
third quarter,
Third quarter.
that nigga wasn't doing shit in the first
He was
half.
1 for like 7 in the
Yeah.
first quarter of
Yeah.
threes.
And
7
then-
threes in the first quarter.
I mean, you know he gonna shoot.
Yeah,
He got-
that's
he
what
got
a shooter
That's the
does.
one thing. That's the one thing you got to say about the fucking Golden
Yeah.
State Warriors. If you on that team, you got the green
gotta
light
shoot,
at all
yeah.
time.
Yeah, you do, and that's where.
That's why Swagger P fit in. That's why all these niggas fit in. You
Yup.
got the green light at all times, bro.
Bro,
Just
these
shoot.
niggas was like hot potatoes out there, bro. Every time the ball touched one of them, that shit went up to the rim, and they didn't care where they was
That
at.
shit crazy.
The crazy thing about it is they all can pull from 30.
Yeah.
Durant can pull pretty much like from any fucking where. Of course, we know Curry can too, but Clay, he's closer more to about at least 22, 25 feet.
Who, Clay?
Clay.
Don't be trying Clay like that,
Nah,
bro.
that
Clay is
nigga-
one, Clay is.
Clay
Don't
had
be
it.
trying Clay like that. Clay is still one of the world's best to ever.
Some people would say
shoot
he's
the
a better
game.
shooter than Curry.
I think I like Clay. But
Straight
I
up,
like
but just
Clay
shooting
overall-
like a shooting
No, I'm
competition.
talking about I like Clay overall game better than Curry. But
I don't know. He's kind of soft to be big like
but
that.
yeah, I mean I agree for him to be a little bit more. But shit,
Yeah.
even Clay is even what's his name soft. But
but he's 6'2". Clay's
Yeah.
like 6'8".
but the thing is shit that this nigga Steph went in and he just started from the interior and started working out. Like niggas just started getting buckets in the paint.
Yeah, but that's what you
on the
got to
third
do.
quarter,
Like,
and they just started throwing shit up.
yep, and that's how
They
it
wasn't even
goes.
touching the ball, bro.
Anybody that hoop, they know they take a couple shots. If your shit off, you find another way to contribute, whether it's pass, whether it's slash, whether it's work on your inside. He made a couple good layups, got confident, then he stepped back out, and he started heating them bitches up since.
Yeah, that nigga.
30-something points.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. But and
Yeah.
like you said, bro, KD, man, the nigga can score on anybody at
Yeah.
will, bro. The shit like for
It's
him
unfair.
to be that tall with them long ass arms, he
It's
gonna be
unfair.
at least 2 feet over you when he released, bro.
And
That
it's
shit just-
crazy because like one of my
It's so smooth with it, bro. It's so smooth.
one of my favorite people to watch. I won't say favorite players. One of my favorite people to watch is Gerald Green. And KD makes Gerald Green look like a little kid out there, man. The way he dogs that nigga.
I was about to say, I don't know about player, but that nigga,
No,
you
watch.
You got to respect his heart with it.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
but he could shoot and his dunk, man. That nigga's. If you ever watch Gerald Green highlight tape, that nigga gets high. He's one of the highest jumpers in the league.
Goddamn juvenile nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly, damn juvie. But to see KD like just demolish this fool was like, damn, bro, you can't do him like that. And they even say it. Oh, it's a mismatch. KD was supposed to pass, but he seen who was guarding him. I got this.
Yeah,
Easy
bro.
money.
He don't care, bro.
Every time.
I think KD's the one person who don't care who's on him, bro.
Yeah.
Even LeBron cared to an extent who's on him. Like
yeah.
when he's going to play against fucking Draymond Green or when he's going to play against what's his name, he get pissed off because them niggas come in the game. He know them niggas gonna come at him hard. But at the same time, we are recording, right?
Yeah, I know.
So why are you doing that when you're recording?
I was being funny showing you that look like he had a standstill.
But but anyways, that's what I gotta say about that. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's really what's going on right now with the West Coast. So I guess before we get to the East, I'll ask. I mean, what do you think? Do you still think it's gonna go Golden State?
To the West? Yeah, I mean, he's the Golden State, man. This game's about to be over in 2 more games.
2 more games? Okay.
I
So
don't think
Houston
Golden
don't
State
got nothing else for them?
I don't think so.
Okay, gotcha. Well, let's take it to the East Coast. I guess that's kind of more interesting right now, the East Coast, because they're closer in series. What is it, 2-1 now?
2-1.
2-1. Boston is up 2-1.
It's the same.
It is, but one thing I'm not liking, and I always hated about these games, is it goes like blowout, then blowout, then blowout, then blowout. I like to see games that are close. The last couple games have been blowouts one way or the other. Boston beat the brakes off of Cleveland in game 2, and then Cleveland beat the shit out of Boston in game 3.
Yeah.
So it was like,
and it's like y'all niggas kept sending me the eye emojis. Ooh,
I didn't do it this time. I didn't do it this time.
That shit happen every year, dog.
It is, you're right.
Shit happen every game. Like if they lose, they gonna lose big. If they gonna win, they gonna win. But that shit happens every year. They gonna lose like big for some reason. I hate when these niggas have like no fucking heart and they just give up like that. Shit's so annoying to me. But
and that's what everybody's talking about right now too. Like it looks
annoying.
like he just be giving up. So they say right now, if Cleveland loses tonight, right?
They're playing on. They should be playing in the next 10, 15 minutes.
In a few minutes, yep. So if Cleveland loses tonight, they go down 3-1, correct? 3-1. And the next game is going to be in Boston, no?
Yep.
In Boston, which means it's even harder for them to pull this off. So they're saying if Cleveland loses tonight, LeBron's going to tuck his tail and pretty much hang up the series and start working on his trade. What do you think about that?
I mean, I don't think that. I think it's going 7. That's my thoughts about it.
Okay.
Personally, I still think it's going 7. I think he's going to still win one out in Boston. I think he's still going to win one in Boston. I mean, whether he loses tonight or whatever. But I still think it's going to go 7. But I do find that it's interesting that if they did get eliminated, it's going to be eliminated by Boston.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I say that is because in 2000, I think it might have been 2008. Yep. 2008. They got eliminated by Boston, and Brown was up out of there. If they lose to him, Brown's out of there. He's not going back to Cleveland.
And then went the same way. They went down 0-2 with Boston in 08. Now they went down 0-2 in Boston here in what year? We in 18. Damn, it's 10 years, bro. Think about that shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I do think that he's not gonna give up because he did play with the most aggression I probably ever seen him with on both sides of the floor.
Yeah, it was fun to watch.
Like the nigga was out there defensively. Like nigga was jumping out of the gym to try to block Al Horford.
Okay, sorry guys. Drake just got abducted by aliens, but he's around somewhere. But no, to finish that thought, I mean, I hope it goes 7. Actually, I don't know what to say as far as do I have faith in Cleveland. I do. I mean, right now I think half the shit is political anyway, which means
I agree.
We can say we won. This could be fake suspense, all we want, but it just seems to be playing out how we expect it to.
I agree.
It's just good to watch. Sometimes.
The thing I keep saying is that, and I tell people this all the time, the NBA is a business. They pay for these time slots already.
Yes,
They're going to get their money for these time slots.
Yes.
So they don't want these games to end too early.
Yeah.
That's my thing is they don't want the series to end too early. So they got to make it interesting somehow. So I do believe that somehow, some way, they do kind of have a plan about who's going to win what series, whatever, but at least make the games interesting. But I still think that LeBron's going to play with heart and figure out what he figured out.
Yeah.
Because it did seem like they figured something out. But I think LeBron's going to do what he got to do. It's just he needs to stop. He needs to stop depending on his other players to step up because that's when he's going to go to that elite level. Like I need that 50 plus a triple double if you need to get it there. But
got to.
J.R. Smith can't show up going over 14.
But we know what LeBron's doing. What he's doing is he's trying to save as much juice as possible to hoping he gets past this fucking series to get to Golden State. Because if he does what he needs to do to get there easily, which is put 50-point games up, he gonna be burnt going in there because Golden State gonna have home court advantage.
He's gonna have to be burnt.
They're gonna be rested. They're gonna be ready for these boys. And they've been talking shit all year. You seen the shit they've been talking back and forth. Like, come on, man. We know Bron. You ain't got the same team you had before. We about to run the dog on y'all.
Yeah.
And that's what happened last year when Golden State won. Braun had burnt out early, in my opinion. He had burnt out a little early. So when he got there, it was like he was hooping, but Golden State was just way too fucking much.
I think them niggas was just too much. I mean, I don't think he burnt out because I think they kind of swept all the way through.
They won one. It
was like 5 games, because
they won one game. Cleveland won one game. Exactly, and that's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about as far as with the series before.
Oh, you mean all the series? Yeah, you're right.
So
Golden State may have lost one game in that whole postseason.
Yeah, so everybody was Cleveland too. They was rested.
Yeah,
I just think that you
right.
can't.
They
the fucking
Toronto
monsters.
Last year.
They just the fucking monsters, bro. You can't do shit against.
But the
team
big difference is
5 fucking about fucking a 72-win team.
Yeah.
Who adds a fucking
a
top 2 player in the game,
to their squad. Yeah, it just makes it real unfair. They're healthy. They're all rested. You know, they're all there. That's the biggest part.
Yeah.
You know, last year they had the hiccup with, the Draymond situation, and Curry got hurt for a game or something like that, or so-called was recovering or some shit he was going through.
They'll be out there, man.
Yeah, but then right now to get through the series, we know this nigga supporting cast has to fucking show up. They showed up last time.
Yeah.
But they don't do that all the time.
Nah.
Like, they make jokes, hey, there's been a Tristan sighting. You know what I'm saying? He got to get them double-digit rebounds and double-digit points.
It's always 1 or 2 players that show up and everybody else goes. But what's the name? Everybody showed up this last game, and it's going to be that same way throughout the series.
They got to.
In order for them to win. So.
And I hope that's what happens, because I do want to see them there again. I know people will say, I'm tired of seeing Golden State and Cleveland. Who do you want to really see? Do you want to see Boston and Golden State?
Because if you want to see Boston, that's going to be 4 games and out.
You might want to see Houston and Boston. No, Houston and somebody else, but I don't want to see no one else but Golden State right now. I want them to do what they built their team to do. I want them to make that history they need to make.
Niggas there, but fuck it.
I mean, this year I do. So, I mean, you want Cleveland to beat somebody else? You want them to have to beat Houston?
Hell yeah. Goddamn, because if
so
Golden State, bro, that team is built to win the fucking championship for the next 6 years, bro. Like, I don't want to see.
So wouldn't you rather Cleveland lose to Golden State than Houston?
I'd rather them lose to Houston.
For real? I guess.
I'd rather somebody else win the championship over the same niggas that's built to win for the next.
I feel you. I just like the idea that it feels like, the old Boston and LA thing, back and forth,
Boston
back and
LA
forth.
at all.
I know. It kind of does feel like that, the back-to-back, and they just keep going back and forth, and who can get the most out of this until the team, disintegrates or whatever the hell.
I guess.
But yeah, okay, we'll see what happens. Next time we podcast, we'll have a report. It'll probably be like Game 7 or some shit. Yeah. But, we're going to let y'all know. So right now, predictions, before we get to that. You said you predict 7 games out of the conference.
I still got 7 going with Cleveland. I'm sorry.
Okay, and you got 5 with
I think that's 2 games. I think it's a wrap. I think Curry's finding his groove, and it's a wrap. Bro. Yeah. It's a wrap.
I actually agree, totally. 5 and 7. I'm going to go the same. Dre, you got any prediction?
Yeah, same. I hate to agree with y'all on this.
Nah, but it is what it is,
Stupid.
I know, right?
All right, then. Well, let's go ahead and run down these shows things because Anwar has to go use the bathroom. He's shaking his head like a little
girl.
boy's
room.
Asshole. I ain't got nothing much on the TV shows. Movie front. Deadpool 2 did drop out. We do apologize that we did not get the Infinity War special because these 2 niggas.
My bad, LRB folks. My bad.
Whatever. I really wanted to talk about this Infinity War shit, but y'all
my bad.
Shit. So yeah, Deadpool 2 is out. I guess y'all want to go check that out. And then something else supposed to be coming out too. Oh, Jurassic World.
Yeah, I actually want to see that. Yeah, that looks good.
At first, I didn't want to see it because I'm like, okay, the island's about to blow up. Now what?
Now what? No, it look pretty cool.
But the second trailer kind of made me a little bit more interested because it's kind of looking like the second one when they brought everything to LA and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I didn't, that's the worst one to me. But I'll check it out. It's a movie. I'm a movie head. So that's all I got on my front, man. Do you have one today?
Nope.
All right, then. As you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, we ain't got shit for y'all today. So we're going to go ahead and yeah, we coming back, man. We'll make sure we come back strong.
No, they know y'all. I mean, they got what they needed from us. I mean, really all I got to say in reference to, well, you can give the intro, and I'll just give my last words. It's not a real thought, but it's just a few words.
All right, well, ladies, go ahead and snap it up, man. This is your boy, Anwar Williams, coming to you live and direct with your one and only minute. Snap it up, snap it up. All right, ladies and gents, boys and girls, as usual, I leave y'all with some words of advice or just some shit talking from your boy here. So actually, it's really quick. It's a quote from a great person. Not the past, not the present, but the future. And he says, la-di-la-di-da, slap on me now. So that's really all I'm looking for right now for y'all ladies going into the summer. If you ain't about that la-di-da-di-da, then you can kick rocks. So there you have it.
Niggas.
It is pool party season, ladies and gentlemen. It is pool party season. Don't be afraid to get it in the car. Don't be afraid to get it in the bathroom.
That
Get it in
part.
where you can get it in. And let them sundresses
Boy.
swang.
Swang.
Lift that thing on the easy access.
And draws is underrated, ladies. Remember that.
Wait.
Overrated. Sorry. Overrated.
Wait, what you trying to say? You trying to say
Draws
the
is
bitch got stink
overrated.
pussy?
I know, right?
What you
No. Let me not do that for you ladies. Draws are overrated.
Put some Febreze down there.
All right, man. Well, it's time to go ahead and wrap this thing up, man. Go ahead and run down these social media outlets, man. Drizzy Mo, holla at them.
It's your boy Dre, a.k.a. Drizzy, Dre, K.A. Summertime. It's summertime, trying to get right after turn 25 plus. You know what I'm saying? You got to try to keep your stomach as tight as possible. Holla at your boy on Instagram at just_DRE_LRB. And I'm pretty sure it's the same thing on Twitter. Yeah.
This nigga been trying to figure this shit out since like episode
I know, right?
1.
He finally kind of got it.
2, man. Run it.
No doubt. Y'all know this your boy Anwar. As you boys say, +2. You can find me on Instagram at AnwarW_357. That's ANWAR, the letter W _357. La di da di da. Slop on his knob. Facebook is just simply Anwar Williams. And
gonna get shot by the way.
Watch shut us down, man.
You already know who it is, man. It's your boy Watts, the first light skinned Wakandanian, man. That Black Panther movie is out right now on DVD and Blu-ray.
It is.
Go and cop that if you have not already had it. And yeah, you already know I'm still here drinking this water, still exfoliating. And you can hit your boy up on Instagram and Twitter at Watts4. That is WATTS4. That is Watts 4. WATTS4. And make sure you hit up the Locker Room Banter podcast crew on both the Locker Room LRB, both Instagram and Twitter at LRB407. That is LRB407. And from the Locker Room Banter podcast show on Facebook, from your boy Watts, 2 and Drizzy Mo.
We out.
Yeah, listen twice.
Yes, sir.
With my peeps packing, asking who want it. You got it, nigga, flaunt it. That Brooklyn bullshit, we on it.
Biggie, can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. And I just love your flashy ways. I guess that's why they're broken, you're so fake. Biggie, can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. And I just love your flashy ways.